Hi everyone, welcome to another part of this hen egg chick picture. I will think of a name from Circle of Life. The rooster was yesterday's, and today, as promised, we are going to do the hen. I've looked up a few little photos of the hens to try and figure out how to colour her. And I think I know what my aim was, to actually try to make her look the same breed as the rooster. So I tried to find out what breed this type of rooster might be to do her the same, but I couldn't. So we're just going to give it a guess. So number 29 is the red we used for the rooster's comb. We're going to do hers in the same colour. But we don't want it to be quite as vibrant. So I'm not going to do so many layers of colour. I'm going to keep it a little dull. Yeah, because he is the star of the show when it comes to Roosterland. I'm going to grab 73 and just do her body. The male is the face should really be the same pinky colour as the comb, but I didn't do that on him, so I'm not going to do it on her either. Yes, the male is the star of the show. He is the one that looks the part, that has to attract the female. I find it quite interesting. And in birds, the male is always the pretty one, the one that has to attract the female. In humans, it always used to seem to be the other way round, that it was up to the females to wear the sort of attractive clothes, the makeup, the nails, the everything else. They had to be the ones that made the effort. But it feels like nowadays that things are coming a little bit more equal. Both parties are sort of trying to do that, which is nice. Tail. The female doesn't have the green. She just has this colour. So she's all the same colour. Ooh, we'll go out with the lines. Now we're going to go over with the 76 like we did with him. Whoops. So all over to darken her up. Yeah, so I used to find it quite fascinating that the female was the one to make all the effort. It used to make me feel a bit cross when I was younger. But actually, to be fair, when I had my first date with my now husband, I suspect that he probably made as much effort as me in trying to decide what to wear and getting his hair looking right and everything else. It's when we used to go, I remember going out with him and my sister. My parents actually went out for a little trip, and when we used to go to the ladies' room, as you say in the US, I rather like that phrase, he would go off to the bathroom too, and I would say, what are you doing? He said, well, men have to make their hair look tidy too. I used to think it was fab. He wanted to make an effort, look good. 73, he used to have longer hair then, a sort of floppy hair. Now he looks at it and goes, why did you let me have my hair like that? It looks awful. And I said, at the time I thought it was nice. It was a trendy haircut at the time, not now. Now he has it very short. But his hairdresser that he had, when we moved to this area, he had to find a new hairdresser. And I swear she did every man's hair the same way. But she sort of said it was the style. But obviously not all men have their hair in the same style. But he just adapted to that style. And then he did try a different hairdresser for a bit. And they tried to make his hair look different. But it just flopped back to the old style as it grew anyway. So it seems to have stuck. But he's getting a little thin, poor chap. We're back to 76 to put in some sort of shadowy accents, and as we did with him, we're going to do some along here. Yeah, it's interesting because his father has still got loads of hair, but he has his hair. He probably follows his mother's family, but his mum was adopted, so we don't really know much about that family. well, anything, only from her. So obviously male hair loss is not something that we know if she passed on or not. But anyway, it's we'll see. Let's see what happens. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's not like I'm going to love him any less if he hasn't got hair. Right. Under here, I think, just so that her face stands out a little bit. There we go. Now, the beak and the feet we did with number 16 on him. We'll make hers match. Now in this picture we have sky and ground, so we'll have a look at that and a think about that. Just trying to check what's going on here with the feet. We use number 49 to just do a bit of shading on the, so a bit, make parts of the beak a little bit darker and bits of the feet. There we go. So there she is. She's not looking quite as vibrant as him. I could make her feathers look darker, add another layer of the 73 to make them more vibrant. But I think I'm not, because he needs to stand out, as I keep saying. So I think we're going to leave it. It's not just laziness, partly. Now, background, grass. Now, for the eggs, which you can't see, we use the light green in the background. Well, I'm going to finish it. So I'm thinking we'll do the same here and down here with the chicks. So I think we do the same light green here, here and here. So that is the number, just to confirm, number 50. So I'll do the number 50 all over here, like this. Okay, a bit more intensely than that. But we have got grasses in different areas, and they will be done with number 52, the one we use for these. So I'll just show you. Let's do a few of these. So you can see how they'll stand out. That bit. I think I messed that up a bit. So you can see how if I do those, all that colour, and then put this in between, yeah, that'll stand out. So that's that, how that's going to look throughout. I'm not going to do it all now, there's a lot to cover, and as I keep saying, this is going to be a slightly shorter video. There we go, the light's really reflecting off there, isn't it? Now these leaves, again, this slightly darker green, I'm going to keep it quite simple and consistent through. I think then our main features, which are like the eggs and the hens and the chicks, will stand out more because everything else will look similar. I hope that makes sense. Now, just to tell you, these feathers in the middle, I have decided to do this colour. So this feather is obviously the chest colour, like her tail, and that one's going to match it, and there's one down here. But the ones in the middle, I thought I would do green, and then it will just look a little bit different, and it will make a more of a focal point in the centre there. The middle of those will be the same as that one. So let's see how we're doing for time. I think I'll show you one of those. So we're only going to use the one colour, which is the 38 that we used before. Let's go back in a bit. Ooh, there we go. We'll just do this one. So a light layer to start with. And then a darker bit here. Obviously that's drawn there, but I want my darker bit along the centre part, like that, and on the ends of the feather. Okay, and then similar on the other side. And making sure not to colour that central bit. We're going to do that in the greys like we did for the other feather. I was talking in my last video, maybe this one, about making a coffee. I still haven't done it. Getting thirsty. Definitely going to do one in a minute. There we go. Nice and simple. Now I've got those. Try and make them darker at the tip and the base. Quite tricky. I think that's about all of that one. It's quite hard to see quite what's going on. And then we grab our greys. So our number 8 to start with, our darker grey. Like that. And then the, oops, get the tripod. The lighter grey, which, yes, is 80, I thought it was. To take that through to a little bit in the middle that's white. Okay, now we've got the sky of this, which I didn't talk about. I'm going to be using just number 30, the sky, which is our light blue. Now we do have splodges and dots in the sky. I'm not really sure what to do about that. I'm just looking at that length as well. See, that ends there, yeah, and there's the sky above it. If I take that across, it ends there, and yet there's still grass here. I might make that little bit blue. Now over here, I think it probably ends, I've got some lines going up here. I think I can make it end there and do that blue. So I'm not sure what to do with these circles and dots. What I might do is do them in a darker blue. We've got the same going on in the sky down here as well. So we'll have a think about that. So I think that's us for this video. So we've done hen and feather, so that's good. We can do some chicks next time. Talk about the background for the chick's picture and a few other details. We might be done next time. We'll have a think. But anyway, oh, let me just colour a tiny bit of blue for you so that you can see what it looks like, and then you can decide whether you like the colour. You could leave some gaps for white cloud if you want to. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to make it all blue. Like that. I don't know whether to leave that thing white there or not. But there we go. My light's a bit glary, isn't it, on that top bit? But there we go. There's the sky, just to give you an idea. I think it sort of sets off quite well against the greens and things. It's not very neat. I will making sure it's neat. There we go, that's better. I'm still thinking of doing that outlining in gold, just because it's really different. I haven't decided what to do with these dots yet. I'll have a think about that before the next video. Trying to work out what they are. You've got a circle with a line and then a circle. Don't know. I shall have a think. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So thank you for watching. Hope you have a really lovely day and happy colouring.